Guess what? I'm back. Yeah, I am back. I'm not the same, but I'm back. If you've been tuning in here, I just want to send my greatest love and appreciation for everybody that's been connecting with the message. All your comments inspire me to keep going. Yes, keep breathing. That's the new thing. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep breathing. And it's just a great honor to be able to put a message out there to people that's resonating. And today, I was thinking about slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Along this life path, whether you're doing life or life is doing you, whether you're thinking about healing in a very intentional way, or whether you're just kind of getting by day in and day out, just kind of getting by. It's so easy for us to burn out. Are you burnt out right now? If you are, then this message may be for you. If you're feeling burnout based on all the things that you're doing, and even sometimes there's things that you're not doing, but you wish you were doing, but yet you're doing so much that you just don't even have the time and the energy to do more. And I know how that feels, to just keep burning it on both ends. I was connecting with someone recently, and they kept asking, how to add more hours to the day. You ever feel like that? Like, man, where do we get more hours? How can I have more hours when it's... And my answer was like, I don't think you can really have more hours in the day. We all are given the same amount. It's just making more clearer intentions and priorities over the things that matter to you. That's a big part of the 1% Better Everyday Journal, and everybody that's been really getting involved with that, click the link down below if you're interested or might wonder what it's all about. But it really does pack in every single day, week, and then month for the next 91 days. If you jump on that, it's like you're going to be able to write things that matter to you. And a lot of times we're doing things that don't really matter to us, but we feel we have to be doing this. And that alone is a great opportunity for you to reframe your mindset. If I have to do this, what if you were to tell yourself, I get to? Do you really have to do it? Or is that just sort of a victim, settling, defeated mindset? Think about it. Think about it. If you use the word, I have to go and do this. I mean, there may be some truth in it, like you have a responsibility, but when you use words like have to, that seems so forceful. Versus you get to do the things you do. You get to think the way you think. You get to experience how you want to experience life. You get to do these things. There's very few things that you have to do. And again, you're going to say, well, I have to go work. Yeah, but do you have to work at the place you're working, or is that just something that you have settled into? It could be a total misalignment for you, and maybe an opportunity would be for you to look for something that's better aligned, that brings you more joy. And yet, when we talk about burnout, I always think about the book, right? The tortoise and the hare, right? That race. Everybody's trying to race. Everybody wants to beat somebody or be somewhere that they're not. Versus just being still, appreciating what's going on here. Right? Today it's a cloudy day. It's a very windy day, and a lot of people get really agitated by the wind. It's not their favorite. And I understand why. Right? It's a harsh condition, isn't it? But in harshness of nature, many things grow strong. Just like when you are harsh or you experience a really challenging season of life or just a challenging life in general, guess what? You grow strong, but a lot of times you think that something's wrong with you versus understanding that those experiences are what are going to strengthen you, give you, are you ready? Stamina. Stamina for the long haul. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. When you have stamina and endurance, right? A lot of people say this is a sprint or it's like a marathon. And I'm like, this is an endurance race, man. It's an endurance race. Life is an endurance race. It's so arduous. It's so challenging. There's ups, there's downs, there's highs, there's lows, there's, so many difficulties to life. And most of our difficulties are self-made. Do you need me to say that again? Most of your difficulties are self-made. Most of my difficulties have been self-made. And a lot of times it's because we've lost perspective on what matters. And also who we truly are. Who are you? Are you your wounds? Are you your losses? Are you your loneliness? Are you your anger? Are you the fear? Are you your trauma? Or are you something greater? And that gets to the heart of what I talk about here each and every time I get on this. We're talking about truly awakening the true self. And it's such a scary thing to be able to awaken to your true self, which is an eternal soul having a human experience. This human experience is full of emotions. Most of our emotions are very negative, they're very painful, and they're very real. But they're not as real as the fact that your soul will last forever. The pain you're feeling may last for a night, may last for a week, may last for a season, may last for a year or two or more. The choice is yours. The more that you put yourself in situations that aren't aligned with your highest self, your truest self, the most authentic version of yourself, which is a hard mental exercise to even have with yourself, is to try and figure out what is truly authentic to you, right? What is truly the thing that you are meant to do on this planet? For many people listening right now, the thing you're meant to do is not the thing you've been doing. And that should bring you encouragement. It should bring you some excitement. Because in that there's opportunity, but it will also bring you some doubt. It will also bring you some shame and some guilt. And I'm here to tell you that's normal. It's normal to feel those things, to have those emotions flowing through you. Being doubtful, being afraid, feeling like, man, I'm a failure because I'm not where I thought I would be at this point in my life. Or man, I'm really down on myself and I just can't find the courage and the strength inside of me to get back up and keep going. Stamina is what it takes. Some people, you've been on the sideline for far too long, right? A body in motion stays in motion. But when you're mentally, if you start adding all kinds of mental jiu-jitsu and mental strain and mental anguish and all the mental sufferings of the world, probably even things that you can't even control any little bit, what do you think that's going to do to your reality? Make it better or make it worse? Usually it's going to make it worse. Your thoughts are your reality. And this really does take intention each and every day to rise above the suffering of this planet. The suffering in our minds, in our hearts, in our bodies, in our families, in our communities, regardless of where you're at. I'm here to encourage you to just keep going. If you've lost hope, that's okay. There is a way for you to start turning the page, turning the tide in your life. and creating a new reality. And it could start now. Maybe you want it to start next week. Maybe you don't ever want it to start. Honestly, I'm starting to realize that to each their own. If you like where you're at right now, or if you feel so hopeless and so helpless that you don't think you have a choice with where you're at right now, then just, keep doing it. Just keep doing it. But if you're hearing this message and you're ready to start making some drastic changes in your life, then you need to ask yourself, what are you willing to do? And usually it's not even so heavy about what are you willing to start doing new. That's a part of it. But more importantly, it's what are you needing to stop doing that's not serving your best interest, that's not giving you the results that you truly desire in your heart and in your mind and in your soul. In your soul. Letting go of some things, changing some habits from how you think to how you feel to what you believe and to even what you crave that you're putting in your body that's causing you great harm. I love all you guys. I'm so thankful the doves have come back, the lovey-doveys. It's time to love ourselves. It's time to truly start investing in you. But it's up to you, right? It's up to me. I hit rock bottom, and that's what woke me the fuck up. If that's what you're gonna need to have your awakening start to unfold, then I'll be here for you. If you're someone that would love to come peacefully on your own cognizance, your own free will to say, you know what, things aren't as bad as they could be, but I'm ready to start changing directions in my life, then, stay tuned in, stay locked in. Maybe you need to sign up for some one-on-one coaching. Reach out. greg@resultskillexcuses.com. I'm here for you. I love you guys. I thank everybody that's been tuning in here. I know that today's a new day. Every day is a new day. And I continue to heal and grow and expand into the greatest version of myself. And in doing that, my message is changing because my heart is changing. My heart is opening. My energy is expanding. And I hope that that inspires you to start making some changes, to realize if you're burnt out, you need to assess the things you're doing that are causing your burnout and realize that you have a lot more power than you think. You have a lot more control over the things you're doing. But if you're not prioritizing your activities each and every day, then you're never going to feel like you have enough time. And you're never going to feel like you have enough energy. And that's the big transformational shift here, mentally. Mental clarity, right? Once you have that mental clarity, then you can start to shift. And that takes sobriety in my book. In my book, I couldn't be here without the sobriety. So once I had the mental clarity, I can start shifting and giving myself permission to try new things, believe in new things, open myself up to new things, knowing that, wind is a very harsh condition. But did you know that trees actually gain their strength from the wind? Wind is what brings the moisture that we need to keep our plants and our nature and our habitats and our ecosystems alive. We need the water. And yet we have to flip the way we view things. Start to elevate our thoughts, our feelings, our spiritual practices, right? And ultimately how much we take care of and love this body that we've been gifted. It's a gift, the body. And if you're someone that struggles with truly loving yourself and taking care of yourself, stay tuned. There is a way forward. If you need to, download the app, resultskillexcuses.com. Start on some self-discovery work, right? As much as I would love to just be giving a message, clearly I also come with resources. And some of these resources are investments. Investments of your time, your talents, and your treasure. And I guarantee you that these resources will benefit you if you're ready and if you want to start making those changes. Versus making, you guessed it, the excuses. I love you guys. I thank you. I hope that you continue to like this message, share the message, and definitely subscribe to the message. I'll see you on the next one. I send you love, joy, peace, and light. You know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it won't be worth it. Greg's out.